Hi everyone, this is Divyan from Div Online Classes, and today I am going to show you the Azure certification path. Okay, I'll explain each certification and then I'll show you how you can plan your Azure certification and what kind of study you have to do. And I'll take one example for Azure Fundamental in this video, how you can, what all topics you have to cover to pass the AZ 900 certification, and from where you can do your study, and once you do your study, where you have to uh, go to schedule your exam, and what is the basic needs, what is the fees. So all those topics we will discuss in today's video. Okay, so let's start now. So first I'll discuss the Azure certification path. Okay, so there are various ways via which you can do these are the path. Okay, this is the path number one, this is the path number two, this is the path number three. For various roles there are separate certification. For each role there is a separate certification. Okay, this is 7, this is 8, and this is 9. So total 9 career paths are there in the Azure area, and you can you can pass. Let's say if you want to become a DevOps architect, what all exam you need to pass. Let's say if you want to become an Azure artificial intelligence engineer, what all exam you have to pass. Okay, let's say if you want to be expert in Azure Security, what all exam you need to pass. Okay, so there are various roles, and for each role there is a separate certification which you have to perform. Okay, so now there are, so this is the very first path is for DevOps Architect certification, and how you can get the DevOps Architect certification is first you have to pass the AZ9. AZ900 is basically the Azure Fundamental certification, which I'll suggest to clear the exam for the AZ900 first. Okay, and then you can follow any of the path. Fundamental Azure Fundamental certification is necessary, not necessary, but if you are new, then you will be familiar with all the concepts of Microsoft Windows Azure. So I'll suggest to go through the Azure 900 first, and then build your knowledge, and on that you can continue and you can pass all your exam for the role which you want to choose. Okay, so let's say if you want to become a DevOps architect, so what all exam you have to pass. There are two ways to come on this DevOps certificate. One is this route, okay, and second is this route. Now if you, let's say this route contains the AZ900, AZ900. Let's say if you pass the AZ900, what you have to do in your next step is either pass AZ204 or pass AZ104. AZ104 is for Azure admin, and AZ204 is for if you are developing any kind of solution using Microsoft Windows Azure, right? So if you are creating any web-based application, okay, web role, worker role, or any API related thing, you can, or you are using any feature service bus queue or Azure storage, blobs, queues, right? All those things. Then and you are doing the programming using C sharp, right? Then you can. So after AZ9 fundamental, you can choose AZ204. Okay, once you have cleared the AZ 900 or AZ 204, then you can appear for AZ 400. And what is AZ 400 means is Azure Devops Architect certification. Another route is after AZ 900 you can pass AZ 104, that is Azure Administrator. And once you have these two certifications, then you can apply for AZ 400 and pass this certification to become a DevOps Architect. Okay. Now, without passing either this or either this, you cannot actually appear in this. You can appear, but even if you pass the AZ 400 exam, even then you will not get this certification. Okay, so to get this certification, it is mandatory to pass either this exam, AZ 204 or AZ 104. Okay, so this is how this is the cycle for the DevOps Architect certificate. Now, second cycle is for Azure Security. So, as I mentioned, Azure 900 is basically the it is optional exam. Okay, but if you pass this exam, you will all your basic concept will be clear. So, it is you can see Azure 900 is basically everywhere. So, I'll suggest first go through with the Azure 900 certification. Now, let's say you have Azure 900 certification, fundamental certification, then you can apply for Azure 500, and if you pass this exam, you will become a Azure security expert. Okay. Now, third level certification is Azure Architect certification. Azure Architect certification, to pass the Azure Architect certification, let's say you have Azure fundamental certification you have already completed, then you need to pass two exams. One is AZ303 and one is AZ304. So once you will pass these two exams, you will be awarded as a Azure Architect. Okay. Now fourth level certification is for Azure Data Solution. Okay. So for this, to get the Azure data as a data engineer, if you want to work as a data engineer, then you need to pass DP 200 and DP 201, both the exams. Once you pass both the exams, then you will be awarded as a data engineer, Azure data engineer. Similarly, let's say if you want to work in Azure artificial intelligence area, then in that case you have to pass AI 900 Azure artificial intelligence fundamental certification. This is the optional certification, but I'll suggest to go through with this certification first, because AI 100 will be once you pass the AI 900, then it will definitely help you to pass the AI 100 certification. Okay, and I'll suggest to go through the AI 900 first, get all your concepts clear, and then go for AI 100. Okay, this is the artificial intelligence certification, Azure artificial intelligence certification. Here you learn all the latest technology, cognitive services, all those things. Okay, now if you want to become a data science, then you have to pass DP 100 certification. Okay, this is another route, another path of Azure certification. Similarly, if you want to uh, you are into building automation area where lot many hardware devices are there, then you can choose this AZ220 certification, that is Azure IoT developer certification. Okay, so the next is AZ120, wherein you want to implement the Azure for SAP workload. Okay, wherever you want to integrate SAP with the Azure, then in that case you need to get this Azure 120 certification. Now next thing is last one is if you want to become a database expert, right, then in that case you need to pass the DP 300 certification. Okay, so this is the path, Azure certification path. Total 9 paths are there. Okay, and just if you are a beginner, then I'll suggest start with AZ 900. Okay, and then AZ 104 or AZ 204. Okay, once you have this, then I'll suggest go with security. Once you have security, then go with AZ 400 or AZ 303-304. Okay, and if you are having interest in on the artificial intelligence side, then I'll suggest go with AI 900 first, and then AI 100 first. After that, AI 100, you will become artificial intelligence engineer in that case. Okay, so this is how, basis on your current role, you can choose which path you need to follow for the certification. Okay, now the exam fee for or fundamental certification like either 900, right, and DP 900, AI 900. For all fundamental certification, the exam fees is $99, and for all other exams like AZ 104, 204, right, there's a fees for $165. And the language for this exam is available. Language like English, Japanese. Simply, we just need the English. So why I'm actually informing this, because at the time of when you will schedule your exam, at the time it will ask the language, in which language you want to appear, using which language you want to appear into the exam. So you need to select the correct language. Okay. Okay. So I'll uh, show you how. Let's say I'll give you an example of Azure 900. If you want to do the preparation for Azure 900 certification, how you can perform. Okay. Okay. So let's start. In this, I will show you how you can schedule your AZ 900 certification exam, and then what all topics you have to cover. Okay, and from where you can find the study material. So you have to go to Google and write AZ 900 certification, and then open the MSDN link, exam AZ 900 Microsoft Azure fundamentals. Okay, so here you will find some of the content. Okay, and you can see this is the United States price, and if you want to convert this into into Indian currency, it is 3696 INR, and the exam is available in these languages. Obviously we have to choose the English, and this is the link from where you can schedule your exam using Pearson VUE. And what all these are the details for the skills, what all skills, what all topics you have to read, and how, what kind of percentage questions will come from each of these topics. So first one is cloud concept. 20 to 25% questions will be from this topic. Core Azure services, 15 to 20% questions will be from this topic. Core solutions management tools, 10 to 15% questions from this topic. Security, network security, 10 to 15% questions from this topic. Anti governance, privacy and compliance features, 20 to 25% questions will be from this topic. And Azure cost management and service level agreement, 10 to 15 questions, 10 to 15% questions will be from this topic. You can download this exam schedule outline also. Now how you will prepare? Two ways, there are two ways to prepare. One is free, one is paid. So I'll suggest go through this free path. So each topic start from the very first topic. This contains 3 modules. Second topic contains 4 modules. Third topic contains 6 modules. Fourth contains 2 modules. Fifth contains 3 modules. Sixth contains 2 modules. So go through each of these topics one by one. Okay, and once you complete this learning path course, then obviously you can go and schedule your exam. And I'll show some of the sample questions also. What kind of questions actually come in the exam. Okay, so for that, let me just go to google.com and on the google.com you should be able to find some of the sample questions. Okay, so let me just go through this. Let me just start this. Okay, Azure Fundamental Part 1. And to start, click on start, and if you will click on next, 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 next. So you have to read all these topics. Okay, I just wanted. Okay, so these type of questions will come. Okay, what do you mean by cloud computing? What is the reason not to move to the cloud? Okay, this is the true false type of question. So once you'll go through this, you will be able to see the questions also. AZ 900 practice test. Okay, so if you go this, follow this chapter, you will see various links. Okay, so let me just open this link. Okay, this does not contain the practice question. Official Microsoft official practice test, mindhub.com. Okay, let me just sample questions. So these links are basically paid, but some of the links contains the some of the free questions. Like this is the question. Okay, so you attempt to create several Microsoft SQL Server instance in Azure environment and receive a message that you must increase the Azure subscription limit. What should you do to increase the limit? Create a service health alert, upgrade your support plan, Microsoft Azure policy, create a new service request. So you can see the answer, and answer contains the explanation also. Okay, so these type of questions will come and you have to choose the correct answer. Okay, and then by this way in your exam you can appear and you can pass or get your certification. Thank you very much. Okay, in case of any question, please comment me out. I'll definitely help you out. Thank you.